first of all, my apologies for the shakiness, if any, in this video. This particular camera doesn't really have good stabilization, and that's been pretty obvious, so I'll get that fixed. But in the meantime, this is my second video using FSD 10.2, and I know it a little bit better now, and I understand some of the things that haven't gone right, some of the things that have gone right. So let's take a few short rides here, and let's see what happens. Now that I've learned that I have to be a little bit more patient than I've been, I have to let the car do some of the things itself, which I have not been doing. I've been intervening, I think, way too quickly. So this one here, we're going to take a short ride to a park, and what we'll do, it's drizzling a little bit today, by the way. What we'll do is we'll take this short ride to the park. It'll allow for several turns, which is what I really want to do. And I've had some problems with this particular drive, and so let's see what happens now. I think I just saw it flash. There it is. Okay, so we're coming to a speed hump, and the car does slow down to 20 for those. So we're going to make a right turn here coming up on this particular road, and here we are. So nice stop. I think it stops too far away, as it did here, and it just took off. Nice turn, very nice turn. And here there are some markings in the road in the center, which is helpful. I find it that in my opinion, we come close to the cars on the right, and I've seen it in other people's videos. At least it gives me that particular perception. So we're going to make a right here, and again, it's slowing down all the way here, though we're going to that spot. And here it goes, and quickly he's making the turn, and that was okay. I mean, I could somehow complain if I wanted to, but it's okay. Yesterday this left turn was a problem. Let's see what it does today. It's going to make a left, then a right. So left turn was very nice, by the way. And it's going to make a right here. And it didn't slow down a whole lot. Now it did. Made the turn. It's fine. Now let's see what happens. The road's going to veer to the left, and what it has been happening is the car has been stopping completely. It did not. So this is nice. What it just did is very nice, and we'll go down this road, and again, see, to me it looks like we're going a little bit too close to these cars, but I guess not. We have a lot of room. So here we come to a stop sign. The park is just up straight ahead here, so we'll stop at this stop sign. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'll take a ride from there to maybe to a more open road that we could use. And yesterday I took this open road, and we got to a school zone, and the lights were flashing. The car did not slow down. I actually had to take command. So let me stop here, and I'll navigate on. I think I have to do that, but I'm not positive. And here we go. And we take off. So this trip's about 2.5 miles. And we'll start out going through a residential area. We'll make a couple of stops, a right turn, then we'll come to a four-way stop, which so far the car has been acting really good on. The issues I've had with the car have primarily been where it seems to go from a stop and another car is coming on and I have to intervene. Now maybe I'm intervening too quickly, I don't know. That stop was very nice, by the way. And so that's been one of the big issues I have been having. And another one is when sometimes it seems to get confused when it's about to make a turn, doesn't quite know what to do, and I wind up having to intervene again because traffic is forming behind me. So I'm going to make a right turn here, and let's see what it does. And it is stopped. Nobody's coming on the left. We're going to right, and we're about to come to a four-way stop. That was a tough turn, by the way. A tough meaning it made a sharp turn. So we're going to make a left here again. This is a four-way stop. Right now there's only two of us, and I'm number 2 after that blue car. I should be able to go now. Let's see what it does. And here we go. And that was a nice turn. And now we're going to make a right turn at the end of this particular road. The car is going back and forth here. It's a very wide lane, and I don't know if you could tell, but the car is actually drifting back and forth, left and right a bit. Now it's more steady. Let's see how it makes this right-hand turn here. And here we come. It's going fast, by the way. And here we come. We're at a red light. There's only one car coming. We're veering out. And let's see what it does. I'm not doing anything. Autopilot creeping. And it's holding. There's nobody coming. And I'm still sitting here. Now there are cars coming. So I'm just sitting here, and it says waiting for high-speed crossing traffic. And so I'm okay because there's nobody behind me, but I will have to take over soon as there's cars coming now. And again, I'm just sitting here. Now there's a bunch of cars coming, so I won't be able to make this particular turn. So the car had plenty of opportunity. It did not take advantage of any of the opportunity, however. And looks like I'm going to have an opening now. Let's see what it does. And nothing. I have to press it. Oh, wow. It just took off. Okay. So I think that was a bit of a problem. And now we go, we're doing speed limit is 50. We have it set to stay on the speed limit. And that is one of the problems I've been having, as I said, when it comes to a stop to make turns. Now, in a mile, I'm going to need to make a left turn. Another issue or thing, maybe I'll just call it a thing because the issue is probably just with me. It takes way too long to get into the other lane that it's going to turn from. And that's an issue to me because what's going to happen, you can see here, we have these 4 cars on the left, and I'm going to eventually have to get into the left lane. Here we go. We have a green light. And there's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars in the left lane. And I now have 9/10 of a mile. I'm going to make a left turn. We'll see what it does. There's hardly enough room for me to make the turn now to change lanes. So I don't know what it's going to do. If it lets this car pass, I have plenty of room behind this car. And right, nope. So there's not going to be enough room to make the turn. It waited way too long, and now I have nothing but traffic in the left lane. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to be patient with the car. It is planning to change lanes. It changed lanes, and there was enough room to do it. And it changed lanes 2/10 of a mile before I had to. This is where I need to make the left. It has not gotten into that turn lane yet, and it still hasn't. Wow, that was bad getting into that lane. And now I'm at a blinking amber light, and I actually don't know what it's doing. We're just sitting here at this blinking light, and it's not looking like it's doing anything. I'll wait until it turns green. So I'm gonna have to press this again because that looked like another issue. Sorry, I keep using the word issue. And if you notice, the auto is not working on the wipers very well. The car did not move. I pressed the accelerator. Let's see what it does here. It stopped and there's a car behind me, so I had to intervene again. It's hard to hit that button. I have taken it off. Yeah. Okay, now we're coming to a pedestrian crossing. There's no one behind me now, so I'll go ahead and be careful. Nice and cautious. It's a pedestrian crossing. A little too cautious since there's no people at all there. And let me put these back on auto. So we're currently doing 14 miles an hour, and the speed limit says it's 15. So I have it set on 23, it seems like. I didn't. So this is all kind of crazy here. You could see the speed limit sign over there is 25, so I'm not quite sure what it saw. Now it's trying to make a left. I'm going to shut this off. So I intervened here because the car didn't know where I wanted to go, and actually I wanted to leave the airport. So I'm going to stop up here, put in another point, and we'll go. Okay, let's see what happens. You could see in front of me, I'm going to have to get over to the left. It is moving over to the left. Put on a left blinker. Anyway, this is another pedestrian crossing. It's a stop if there's a pedestrian in it. We're nice and slow there, so that's good. Here comes another pedestrian crossing without a hump. The cars going left and right here. Where I am is typically parking for taxis and things such as that. Here we go, and we should be coming out of this. Now I'm going to actually let me see how this takes me out. It might take me out a unique way. So here comes a truck on the right. Not sure why I'm going so slow, but I am. And here we go. We're speeding up just a bit, and I need to get in the right lane, and here we go again. I need to make a right turn. I am in the left lane, and there it is, changing lanes. This was pretty good. This lane change was pretty good. So I'm going to bear to the right, and then I'm going to make a right turn. And we'll see how it makes a right turn from here. It should be pretty straightforward since it's going to be a green light. Maybe you can see a little bit better here now, everything that I see. Thank you for the person that sent me a comment that said if you get rid of your radio station, you'll get the wider visualization. I didn't know that. So your comments are helpful. Here we go. Let's see how this right turn goes. Nice. And it slowed down a lot, and it sped up way too fast on a slick road. Way too fast. So here we go. The speed limit here is 50. 2 miles from now, I am going to make a left turn back into a residential area, and then make a couple turns after that. And we'll see how this does. I'm learning more and more about how to use it. Of course, it's a beta, and because it's a beta, I understand that it's not yet ready for general release. But so I would, if you do have this, be very vigilant. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. My feet are very, very close to the pedals. I continue to watch left and right and everywhere. So I just, that would be my warning. It's only going to get better. And I know that because everything that Tesla's done has been better. And here we go through this light. Perfect. Now, the next light we come to is interesting. It's in a school zone, which may not yet be on. And the car was actually, it both missed slowing down for the blinking lights and then was going through the red light. This is where it was. You can see the school zone lights. Now I am changing lanes, which I wanted to do early, so this is great. Now let's see what it does with the blinking lights here. So there's the school zone. We're doing 50. We're still doing 50, and the school zone is 35. And let's see what happens if it sees that. Now, why am I changing lanes? I have no idea why I just changed lanes other than there was traffic in the left lanes, and you could see already it did not pay any attention to the school zone. Here we are going back in the left lane. I am now doing 40, 35. I have a red light here. So that you could see again, at the school zone, it did not slow down to 35. There was a speed limit sign for 35. There were flashing yellow lights for 35, but it just kept going. So, and you could see it's still saying 50, and the school zone doesn't end for quite a ways up here. It actually ends after the turn I'm going to make in 0.2 of a mile. So anyway, the directional signals should go on soon. And here's somebody that doesn't care what the school zone speed limit is. And let's see if I make the left. I'm in the left turn lane. There's no signal yet. No signal, no signal. There's the signal. Please don't turn now. Oh, I thought it was going to go. I thought it was going to go. Oh, what do you think? We did have plenty of room. So there's a case where I finally let it do its thing instead of intervening, and it was just fine. I thought it was going to go before that first car, which it never would have made. So now we're going to go. We're in a residential area. The speed limit here is 25. We're going to come to a stop sign in about 0.2 of a mile. And we're going to make a right at that stop sign. It's a 4-way stop, by the way. Here we go. Well, as soon as we come around this curve here. So the 4-way stop. Looks like there's going to be 2 of us at the stop, maybe 3. Well, I don't think that was apparently they think they have a yield, not a stop. I was first. Here we go. The turn is fine. So I made that turn. I was the one that was supposed to go. No problem at all. And I'm going to make a left up here in 400 feet. Let's see if it makes the left. Oh, there's a car coming. Please don't go now. Please don't go. Please don't go. It didn't know what to do. It's off. I had to shut it off. It did not know what to do. It just sat there. Traffic behind me was building up, so I did intervene. So I don't know if you think that maybe I'm just not driving properly, or if there's a long way to go. I see a lot of videos where people just are doing great with it. So I'll keep testing it, and I'll always keep you up to date on how things are going.